I was a deserter on the run from German officers. With an officer standing right above me, I knew I was a dead man, so I covered my ears and waited for death to come. Maybe it was divine intervention, but the officer stopped right there, and it was this brush with death that would later turn me into a notorious executioner. April 1945. World War II was winding down, and by then Germany's military morale had completely collapsed. The number of deserters was growing by the day, and I was one of them. My own officers were hunting me down like some twisted game. They'd blow their horns and fire their guns, slowly toying with me, but for me, every gunshot meant another narrow escape from death. Eventually, I ran into a forest and hid in a concealed tree hollow, barely managing to stay alive. They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I found an abandoned military vehicle by the roadside. Not only did it have apples inside, but there was also a German Air Force captain's uniform. That uniform became my pact with the devil. After putting on the uniform, I wiped the mud off my face and began playing the part convincingly.
Was haben Sie gesagt? Was habe ich gehört da? Ha?
Na los, lauf! Lauf um dein Leben, du kleines Schweinchen. Na los, lauf!
Just then, an old soldier approached from behind. Seeing the uniform I was wearing, he saluted me on his own initiative. The old soldier said he'd gotten separated from his unit and asked if he could serve under me. To show his loyalty, he volunteered to repair the car nearby. I realized the power this uniform held. I knew the man in front of me was also a deserter, but I didn't expose him. Instead, I went with the flow and took the old soldier in. The door to a new world had opened. Looking for food, we soon came to a restaurant. The moment we walked in, we shouted "Heil Führer!" but nobody in the place paid us any attention. Clearly, the German military had lost the people's support by then, but cunning as I was, I had my ways. I pulled out my pen and notebook claiming I was the Führer's special envoy, specifically responsible for documenting civilian war damages so appropriate compensation could be made later. When everyone heard about this golden opportunity, their attitude completely flipped. The owner even brought out roasted meat to serve us. But the starving old soldier's behavior raised the owner's suspicions. We didn't look like special envoys at all. The moment the food hit the table, the old soldier behind me started wolfing it down. Though I was just as famished and wanted to do the same, I noticed the owner watching us. I had to appear refined enough. I thought I could finally get a good night's sleep, but then the owner dragged in a deserter who'd been caught stealing. He wanted to see how I would handle the situation, trying to confirm my captain's identity. Looking at this deserter who was just like me, I picked up the gun without hesitation. From that moment on, a killing machine was born.